Welcome back to the Rigroll channel. I asked you guys for your help. I put it in my YouTube community page and I asked, what are your hottest takes on the popular show Family Guy? Why did we do that? Why are we doing this? So I'm gonna go over some of your hot takes. How right are you? How wrong are you? I've seen a lot of Family Guy. I'm Family Guy's biggest fan. Without further ado, let's hop in and see what some of y'all had to say about my favorite show. At Psych the Craze says, Brian should have stayed dead to avoid the sellout. There's a lot of these where people are saying they should have just stuck with Brian dying. I disagree. I think Brian being alive is good because he's had a full arc. In the early seasons, he's like this hyper-liberal auteur who's better than everyone. But as the show goes on, you realize he's done nothing with his life. He's kind of a loser. He's kind of a failure. He had this holier-than-thou attitude for like the first 10 seasons of the series, and now characters are able to call him out more often. They're able to be like, Brian, you kind of suck. You're a loser. We don't have to listen to you. You're a dog. You're an animal. I think leaving Brian in long enough post-death for him to kind of have this arc, I think that's valuable to the show's lore. You know, I'm a bit of a lore master. The Ant Shop 8395 says, I think it heavily limits itself by not utilizing the strengths of the animation medium. Most of the jokes could be live action, and it would make no difference. Yeah, a lot of the jokes could be live action, but Family Guy is a cutaway-based show, so if they were to do this in live action, imagine the stress of Peter being like, this was like the time we were at the Taj Mahal. If you were doing this in live action, you'd have to build a set for a 5-second joke. When you're thinking of animation squash and stretch and the principles, like Family Guy could be a little stiff, but I think the format of Family Guy is conducive to animation because in one episode, there's so many different backdrops just because of the random wacky situations. You could not do the chicken fight in live actions. They fight on an airplane. A lot happens in those. Kirk Tucker 1472 says, out of all the voice actors, Megs is the only one that's attractive. I never really found Mila Kunis that attractive. Let's just frame what you just said. Out of all the voice actors, Mila Kunis is the only one that's attractive. Yeah, she's like the only other voice actor on the show. It's like Seth MacFarlane voices 90% of the characters. So, I mean, you either pick between the dark Irish manlet and the woman. So, there you go. Alec Eberhard says, they need to stop dipping their toes on serious political or topical issues. Every time they do, it always comes off clumsy. I get where you guys are coming from, and I will reassure you that the later seasons, where we're at now, it doesn't really delve into that territory. I think it recognizes it doesn't do politics very well, and it leans into just humor, and I think it's much better for that. I will say, contenders like South Park, almost every other adult comedy show, they fall flat. No one wants to be preached to when you see a talking horse in a Hollywood mansion. No one wants to be fucking preached and think like this. Think like the bastard alcoholic horse. I want to fight a chicken. This Just In Comics says, The Simpsons' worst episodes... The Simpsons' worst episodes don't even come close to how apprehensible Family Guy's worst episodes are. Hot take, sorry. No, you are so wrong and I'm sorry. You will never, ever catch anyone saying anything good about Simpsons season 18, season 22. The worst episodes of The Simpsons are currently airing and no one is watching them. The Simpsons, Billie Eilish, is unwatchable television. You can still watch a bad episode of Family Guy and say, that's something, I laughed like once. Now that we have a full catalog of each of these shows, Simpsons, South Park, Family Guy, full catalog considered, Family Guy is just as funny. And I think modern day, funnier. Alright, we're reaching the end here. Gameth Guy 4866. American Dad is so much better mainly because they have a fish. I disagree. Klaus is like the worst part of American Dad. I think he offers nothing. Alright, thank you guys for tuning in to Family Guy Hot Takes, and thank you for participating, you know? Let me know if you got some more hot takes, leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, check out the YouTube community page where I'll be asking questions if we do any more hot takes. Yeah, stay tuned, we got a lot more coming. Rigroll out! Peter! Do you know what hot take means? It means you lie! You just lie, okay? That is a hot take.